to you this evening on the Garage Guy 879 channel. This is the third week of October 2017, and my friends, what we're looking at right here is a Marlin Model 60. If you haven't owned one or shot one before, we've all seen them in places like Wally World or other department stores, or maybe in pawn shops or wherever, or maybe your neighbor's got one, I don't know, but pretty much 99% of us have seen this. Now, there is one problem I have with this rifle. This is probably the best little 22 out there for the money. But I have one problem with it, and I'm sure a lot of you out there have had the same problem. This right here, on top of the receiver, you have what they call a dovetail mount. What a dovetail mount is, well, it's simple. It's just a raised up piece from the receiver. It goes straight up and down on both sides. There are no notches in it. Now, if you notice on the back of this dovetail mount, you got more here sticking up to clamp on a scope ring than you do here in the back. Now, the people who operate Marlin these days, in that outfit or whoever, and even in the past, it's always bum-puzzled me as to why they never machined in some little notches like maybe right here and right here, big enough for the feet of the scope rings to clamp into. And once you do, they can't slide backwards. That's always puzzled me, why they hadn't done that. Heck, I even thought about getting an old beater Model 60 and taking a Dremel with a very thin cutting pad and just cutting some slight little notches here and about here and on the other side to where I could put the scope rings in here and they wouldn't slide back. But you know, that doesn't seem to be the case. They mass produce these things and they are rather inexpensive, but they are good rifles. But back to my point. Every time I put a scope on a Marlin Model 60, it doesn't matter what kind of ammo you're shooting through it. It can be, well, the regular 22 LR loads, or even, you know, doesn't have to be the hotter Stinger rounds. But that scope, you know, the rings and scope will slide backwards eventually. Doesn't matter if you use Loctite or not. Now, there might be some people out there that used Loctite and never had that problem, but me, I shoot quite a few rounds through my 22 Marlins, and right here, you might put it on like that, and eventually it'll slide back, until this back ring right here is plumb off the dovetail. Go figure. But my friends, I've run across a little gadget here that I think might help solve this problem or alleviate most of it. Now, a lot of you out there, I'm sure, know what I'm talking about, but this video is mostly for those of you who don't. And I'm sure there's quite a few out here that haven't seen this before. This little gadget right here might help solve a lot of that problem. What do you say we take it inside the garage, onto the bench under the bright light, and we'll take a closer look at this, alright? Alright, my friends, this right here is what I'm talking about up close. This is a UTG dovetail to Picatinney weaver rail mount adapter. Now, on the package right here it says hashtag PMTOWL. I don't even know if that's a real word or not. It says that over here too. But on the back of it, let me get my Dollar General store reading glasses. Yes, I use those and they come in very handy. Alright, right here it says unique features. Weaver / Picatinney tactical rail adapter for 22/airgun rifles. 100 millimeters long with 9 slots. Easy to install with double lock slide plate to secure 22/airgun rails, and an additional stop pin for special air rifle rails. You have a website here, www.leapers.com. You have a telephone number and an email address if you need to get in touch with them. Now, let's go ahead and open this package right here. We'll just turn it over. It looks like it's very easy to use, and yes, it does say made in China right there. That's all right. If it's useful, that's fine, because I didn't pay all that much for it. I'll put down here at the bottom what it cost right now. And there's the price. Okay, we have the adapter rail itself right here, made out of aluminum. Feels like it's good and solid. You have the two nuts you turn. And right here you have not only one, but you have two hex keys or hex wrenches. The bigger one goes in these right here, how they say lefty loosey, righty tighty. Fits both very well, good fit. Now the smaller one goes into this little guy right here. There we go, good fit, no problem. Yep, there we got it, no problem. Now, I'm going to raise the camera up a tad right here. Okay, this new tripod's still a little bit stiff, and we're looking right here at the Dovetail rail on the top receiver of the Marlin Model 60. Of course, you would loosen these up right here to where this space is out wide enough, and you just slide it on right here. I wonder if it's wide enough to slide on right there. You just put it on the end of it. Let's see if this works. There we go. I just snug it down right there. Let me bring the camera around just a tad. All right. And there we have it. And then what you do, once you got this right here tightened down, you put your scope on it. You, let's see, where is that scope? Hold on one second. Alright, I'm back. This is a Simmons 4x32 scope. What you would do is loosen these rings right here wide enough to where you could just slide it out, and then just put it on here and tighten it back down. It's supposed to be easy peasy. What do you say I do that, and I'll show you what it looks like here. Be with you in 1 second. Well, my friends, I'm afraid I got some disappointing news. This Simmons 4x32 scope would not fit on this rail adapter right here. Now I know this fits a what do you call 3/8 dovetail rail, but the rings right here on the 4x32 Simmons would not screw out far enough, you know, or wide enough to fit this. And also the way the bottom of the rings right here, that little sharp point that comes in, it's not angled right. Am I disappointed? Yes, I am. Is this a setback? No, I just consider it to be a delay, because I do have one temporary option for this, which I'm going to show you in just a moment. But what I'm going to do is this week I'm going to go down to my local gun shop, and I'm going to get a scope with some rings that will fit this, that I can put on my Marlin Model 60, or excuse me, my granddaughter Jay Lee's Marlin Model 60. Jay Lee, I know you're watching, and if I hadn't said that, you would have been mad at me. But anyway, let me show you my other option really quick. Okay, my friends, right here's my other option. What you're looking at on this Marlin Model 60 right now is one of those $7 Wally World Tasco scopes. It's not a permanent thing, it's just a temporary stopgap measure until I find a scope with rings that will fit this UTG Dovetail to Picatinney rail adapter, you know. Now what am I going to do with this Simmons 4x32 scope? I could have put it on here just as easily as I did that Tasco, but I didn't want to. Myself, I've been in the market for a Ruger 1022 Sporter, and there's some videos here on YouTube that show it, that it's a really nice rifle. And check out Buffalo Outdoors video about his 1022 Sporter. He's got a really nice one with the matted stainless barrel on it. So I'm going to save this Simmons scope for a 1022 Sporter, because 1022s come with their own Picatinney rail. As far as this, nah, I'm not disappointed. Like I said, it's just a delay. I'll go to my local gun shop. I will get a scope and rings that fit this, because this fits that Dovetail rail very well. And it's got a lot less chance of sliding back than a regular set of rings. Okay? This is Mark, GarageGate79. I'm going to get on out of here. I just want to say, as always, when you go shooting, you be safe.